Hey, YouTube, it's the American Samurai back in with another book review for you guys. This time we are looking at All-Star Comic, DC Showcase presents All-Star Comics Volume 1. Justice Society of America, the Golden Age crime-fighting collaboration, was the world's first ever superhero team during the 1940s. The pages of All-Star Comics are filled with the adventures of JSA members Dr. Fate, Hawkman, and Wildcat, not to mention the original versions of Green Lantern and the Flash. But eventually Justice Society, as well as many other beloved figures, faded into obscurity, gone but not forgotten. The JSA reappeared decades later in the 1970s, much demanded revival of All-Star Comics. Back in action, this time Justice Society was joined by younger heroes Robin, Power Girl, the Star-Spangled Kid, and the Huntress. This reprinting of the historic run of Justice Society features writing from Paul Levitz, Gary Conway, artists Joe Staton, Keith Given, Wally Wood, and Rick Estera. I hope I pronounced those names right. This covers the GSA run from the All-Star Comics run from issue 58 to issue 74, with selected stories from issues 461, 462, 463, 464, and 465. And 456 of All-Star Comics. So, for those of you who are not familiar, this is the Earth 2 JSA. So, the Huntress in this world is actually the daughter of Bruce Wayne and Catwoman, who in this world, in Earth 2, is the Commissioner of Police. I want to get that out because I'm sure if most of you people think the Huntress, you probably think the one from Arrow, which is the later Huntress. But anyways, if you've not read any Earth 2 stories, I recommend checking this out because, first of all, the Power Girl in this one is not a clone. She's actually Supergirl, but Superman actually was able to hide her much longer in this reality. So, instead of being a teenager, she is, I believe, a fully grown adult when she actually makes her big appearance. This was also my first introduction to the Star-Spangled Kid, who I'd heard of, but I had never actually read any stories. It does mention the 7 Soldiers of Victory, which are Star-Spangled Kid, Vigilante, the Crimson Avenger, Green Arrow and Speedy, and the Shining Knight, I think, are the 7 Soldiers of Victory. But overall, this was a good collection of stories, really well. If you wanted to know more about the Earth 2 continuity, I'd recommend checking this out. 2 things you should know about Earth 2. Earth 2 is the Golden Age era, basically. So the heroes were actually involved in World War II. So this world's version of Batman, Superman, Green Lantern, the Spectre all fought in World War II. So if you ever want to see Batman fight Nazis, this is your book. Because it does do a flashback to the actual origins of the Justice Society. Like I said, this is a 5 out of 5 you can find. I definitely recommend picking it up. The writers, Paul Leithowitz and Gary Conway, do a great job with these stories. Really exciting. So yeah, that was my review of Showcase Presents All-Star Comics Volume 1. Until next time, I'll see you in the funny pages.